All right. Welcome to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. We are live on the YouTubes right now. We are recording to the iTunes and the Google Plays and the whatnot of the world. I want to, my phone, man, that's not good. Sorry. It's one of the things about going live to hard drive. Things just kind of happen and your settings might not be right. So, welcome to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. This is episode number 74. Invite your friends. This might be a good time. Tonight, I'm joined with my number one A+ sidekick in this, Charles. Charles, how you doing?
Doing all right. Just got home from school and work and messing with an Indian scammer on the phone.
Okay. All right.
That was fun.
What now? Is this a person that scams Indians or someone from India that's trying to scam?
Someone from India scam me, say, "Oh, you won $2 million. Come to our home office to collect it." I go, "Where's your home office?" In Port Washington, New York. I'm like, okay.
That's a good way to lose a kidney and wake up in a seedy motel bathroom full of ice.
Yeah, I told him I was on a no-fly list because of a $2.5 million drug trafficking charge.
Nice.
So I said, "Can you donate the money?" He's like, "We can donate it."
That was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just to clarify, if the FBI
I'm joking.
All right. Excuse me. And tonight we have a very special guest. We would like to welcome the number one, I don't know, something from Chicago. He's a new streamer that people are just getting goofy over. Retro Eric joins the basement. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm tickled to be here. I'm coughing and I'm stumbling over my words, and this is going to be an excellent show. So if you can overlook all those things, we're going to have fun.
Of course.
So, Eric, I guess we'll just jump right into it, man. Tell us, you've been on the show 2, 3, 4 times. You're kind of not much of a guest anymore. You're just kind of like that creepy uncle that swings by every now and then. So tell everybody that might be new to this a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am one half of the Midwest Retro Gamers. My wife is Retro Mo, and I'm Retro Eric. We used to do retro video game show, but because of kids and work, we just can't do them anymore. I just don't have the time to go out and look for games. I still love the retro games. I still have them all. But caught my interest is becoming a streamer. And it all started with Friday the 13th, the game, on PC. So I took some tips from some people who are pretty big streamers, one of them being One Shot Girl. I think she's almost 250,000 subscribers. Her name is Julie. Very nice. I played Friday the 13th with her before and met some other people through her. Like, for instance, her name's Sky. She streams Friday the 13th every now and then. She does PUBG, and same with Azerlin. She's another streamer. But I also made a lot of new friends through Friday the 13th, the game, who some might be watching right now. Kristen, just give a couple shout outs. Shotgun Mark, Oliver, who also is just started out streaming, and he does a very funny when he plays Jason, he does a Mickey Mouse voice, and he is like, he's funny with his liners, and he's just spot on with the voice, so it's pretty hilarious. But he's a very talented guy. We got Knockout Dad, we got John. You know, I met him through Friday the 13th. We got Boone. Some of these people are Twitch streamers too. I think I'm kind of like the outsider. I'm like the only. Well, me and Oliver both YouTube, but the rest are Twitchers. But I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm sorry if I am because I'm on the spot.
That's the problem when you go to rambling people's names off. You go to thinking people, and you're like, anybody I might have forgot, I'm still grateful.
Yeah,
so, that's cool, man. Your channel's grown quite a bit. I mean, probably what, 20-30% just since you started streaming?
Yeah, because I haven't been putting out videos for a while, and we were down, I think, 1086, and now I'm up to like 1195 right now. So we gained some momentum with the streaming community.
Well, and not just you. Mo was streaming the other night playing Friday the 13th. I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie.
I told her, he's like, "You're a hot chick. Get on there, show your face. You get the views."
Get just butts and seats. Get the eyes on the screen. And I guess it's good when somebody's actually they've played a game before. You know, it's not just a pretty face and they're doing something.
Right.
So.
Right. And she's pretty good at games, obviously, because she's a gamer herself. But when she said she did the first stream, she was hooked. She wants to do it again. So
Yeah, it was. You could tell she was actually enjoying it. You know, she was having fun with it, not trying to. I don't know, trying to put it on a show. She was just out there having fun, putting herself out there. That was a good time. And that's, I don't know. I think that's part of it, is just being able to be honest, because people can kind of sift through bull real easy. You can kind of smell it on people. So just being out there, being honest, having fun. That's, I guess, what'll make people successful. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just, that's how to have fun. I don't know.
Yeah, so, she's definitely having fun.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what matters, man. That's what's important. So, you know, you've been streaming, you jumped headfirst into Friday the 13th. You were a big proponent of it when it first started.
Yeah, I was a backer.
I was a backer too. I backed it on PS4, and I think I played one game because I tried to play it the first weekend, and I really got kind of just punched in the junk over and over on that because you couldn't log in.
Right.
The first weekend, and I just never did after that. So kind of missing out. They
were expecting only maybe 30,000 people to be playing the game, but it like tripled. When it went live, it was like 90,000. Their servers could not handle it. I would say the PS4 and the Xbox, unfortunately, if they come out with patches, Steam, PC, they come out with it right away, as where Xbox and PlayStation have to approve the patches, so it takes a little bit longer.
So we'll go ahead and chalk that as a win up for all the Steam, all those PC folks out there.
Yeah.
Get those patches immediately.
Because I originally got Xbox One just for this game and realized that, I have to pay $60 a year subscription to have the online features. Like, well, I really don't want to do that because I don't really play this that much. So if you come to Steam and a PC, all you have to do is, I think, have $5 in your account or buy a game, and then you have the online community and you can be online.
It's not even spend or having $5. I think it's just spending $5.
Right, spending $5. Yep.
So I guess that keeps spam out. You know, keeps the riffraff away.
Exactly.
So I mean, you've gotten into this newfangled streaming thing that the kids are doing these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you? I can't find time to do it, man. Do you have a set aside time every night, or you just, when you normally would be playing games, you decide to put it out there? How's that work?
I've been doing it pretty frequently at night. It's usually after the kids, the little one, so the 1-year-old goes to bed. The 5-year-old goes to bed at like 9:30. So usually that's my streaming time, is at night. Today it was a little different. I did a little bit today because I was off work and the kids were taking a nap and one was in school. So I had some time to myself.
A little alone time for daddy. We're going to put it out there.
Yes. But if I'm going to stream, it's going to be mostly at nighttime, mostly about 8:30.
So we're cutting on your streaming time right now. Sorry.
No, I streamed early today. I got a couple videos in, but I mean, after the podcast, I am going to go stream Friday the 13th because they do have the new bikini pack out. So if you want to see Eric LaChapa in a well, not a bikini, but a Hawaiian shirt and shorts. I like the role play. The Chapa is the Withered. It's just, he looks like a wizard. I don't know. He's fast. He can maneuver around Jason, fix stuff. You know, I just like playing. Plus, his first name's Eric, so you know.
There you go. You gotta stick with the namesake.
Exactly.
So that was a game that I guess it was way more popular than they anticipated. I thought it was a cool idea, so I went ahead and backed it, and I'm still waiting on the physical copy. So.
Yeah, it's coming out very soon. I believe they're trying to get that single player mode in there. And
that's what I'm looking forward to. A little single player action. I don't have to be, because I'm not very good at stuff like that. So I just wanted to dabble.
You have to just play to get good. Rome wasn't built in a day, I would say.
we got to get good.
Exactly.
So if someone wants to get into streaming, what would be a good route to start off of that?
Try to network with people. You want to do that. You also want to, I use Streamlabs. So if you ever watch one of my streams, if somebody subscribes, their name pops up on the screen, and then they'll go at the bottom and say recent subscriber. And actually,
I thought you were doing that by hand, and no, I wanted to unsubscribe and resubscribe, just see my name.
Yeah, you could do that actually.
Repeatedly do it.
And I recently just changed it to Mega Man doing the fist pump and playing the Mega Man Dr. Wily theme that we have on our channel. So got a little bit of retro in there, you know.
There you go.
It shows our subscriber count. So like if I'm trying to hit a certain goal, we also have tipping, which I just recently put in. So it's not necessary, but if you feel you want to give me a tip, you can do $1, $2. You can give me a
$100.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that one shot girl who has 250,000 subscribers, she has gotten $100, $200, $300. I've seen it in her stream. It's like, it's crazy.
Okay, so somebody just like, hey, you're doing a good job, honey. Here's $100. Really?
Yeah. I mean, she does a great job. I mean, she's a good personality.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from that. It just baffles me. Like I can see throwing you $5. You know, if I'm enjoying your stream.
Yeah.
You know, if I watch it for an hour or two, that's like going to the movies. You know, it's entertainment. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you a few bones just for giving me some entertainment. But dude, that's nuts. Like, hey, here's $100. Keep up the good work.
Yep. And I think one of them might be their sponsors. So like, there's also sponsors. So it's kind of like Twitch. So Twitch is a little bit different. So if you subscribe for it's $5 a month. So you get they get $5 a month from you to stream. As where YouTube subscribe, it's free. Now, if you get sponsors through YouTube, it's the same thing. So I think it's $2.99 a month. So if you sponsor that person, you pay $3 a month to sponsor them.
There you go. So everybody remember, for 10 cents a day, you could sponsor Retro Eric and his streaming endeavors.
I don't have sponsoring enabled yet. I just, I don't know. I maybe eventually. We'll see.
For 10 cents a day, he'll send you a picture of your child, or send you a picture of his child, and a hand crayon written letter. So there you go. Just 10 cents a day. Yeah, I'm lying. He's probably not going to do that.
If people want, say, like I've seen them like do special days, like if you want to play games with your sponsors or your subscribers, you can do that. If people want to join in on the fun.
Okay, I get that. I can see maybe the appeal of that, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't. I can't imagine, and maybe it's because I'm too old. I think that may be the reason I'm old.
I'm old too.
Yeah,
I'm older than you.
Like, no, I see the appeal of doing it, of being the streamer, but like really getting excited about playing a game with somebody that I've watched play. That's kind of foreign to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I like watching the game just to figure out how to play the game.
Well, that does help.
I'll be honest with you. I've watched you play Friday the 13th a lot, and I'll probably enjoy that game more just watching you do it than I would actually playing it, I think, because I don't have time to get good.
It's one of those games where it's fun to watch. Because it feels like that 80s nostalgia, because I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. I love Jason Voorhees next to Nightmare on Elm Street. But I just love watching people play. Just the music, because the same composer from the movies did the music for the video game. So it is a fun game to watch. And then when you get personalities in there, it makes it fun.
I know you're a big Friday the 13th fan, and I actually came across something and I got it for you. I was going to give it to you at Retropalooza, but due to unforeseen circumstances, you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I got you something. I got you this. I don't know if you have
that
this.
Is awesome. I do not have that. Well,
that was going to be for you, and I'll get it in the mail to you or something.
I'll put it right behind me when I stream.
Yeah, see, there we go. I said, well, I need to get it in the mail, but then I was like, we'll just wait till I see him at Retropalooza, but some people can't make it all the way. You know, it's a 16-hour drive, 12-hour drive, whatever it is. So,
yeah, I was going to be there this year, but unfortunately, I was trying to be a 20-year-old playing basketball, and I hurt my back. I had L2 through all the way through my S1 was herniated, and I had. So
you really hurt yourself. You didn't just like tweak something. You injured yourself.
I've injured myself before, but it went away. But then I started playing basketball again, and I hurt it even more.
Hey.
So all the way down to S1, and I had a centimeter tear. Luckily, no nerve damage, but I recently got a injection, which helped with that disc pain. Right now, I'm just rehabbing it, stretching and doing treadmill stuff. So
no surgery or anything like that.
No surgery. I'm keeping away from that. That's kind of like last resort. My pain doesn't go away, but it's gone away. I'm doing okay right now. But I couldn't do that 14-hour drive right now.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I would have to wait till next year.
Hey, Kristen just said you're good with La Chapa, or she may have said that a while ago when I didn't.
I was just going to say that she's one of my. She actually streams on Twitch too. She just started. She's trying to find a name though. We have to figure something out for her.
Hold on, Kristen. If in 15 seconds, tell me how they can find you, and we'll send it out there to folks. But we're not going to wait. We're going to keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
But Kristen's funny. She's very funny. I actually met her through Knockout Dad. Was another streamer I play with on Twitch.
Hey, there's Scotty. How you doing, Scotty?
Yeah.
And one of my buddies from
okay, shirt on.
Does some streaming.
Oh, really?
Kevin WK. I don't know if that's his name on Twitch, but he does a lot of Twitch, and he's got his own group too. What 8-Bit Geek? I'm forgetting for some reason, but
yeah, there's a lot of Twitchers out there.
What do you think in the streaming world? Are more people wanting to watch? They're probably going to want to watch the new stuff, like as soon as it comes out, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get something day of. I saw you streaming some kind of game that came out. Grave Chase, was that it?
Yes, Grave Chase. It's kind of like that. It has that zombie ate my neighbors feel to it. And I saw an advertisement. Somebody liked it on Twitter, and I asked them, I said, "Is this okay to stream? Because this looks like a cool game. I love horror games." And he said, "Yeah, you can stream it on YouTube, but we also have keys for YouTubers. So just give us your channel name and information, and we'll send you a key." So I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So I sent him my information, and I streamed it that day or yesterday. I streamed a little bit today too.
Man,
tough game.
We just gotta get this channel bigger. So if you're listening to the audio only version of this podcast, go to YouTube and subscribe to Our Parents' Basement so we can get free stuff.
And you can see our pretty faces.
Well,
so, go ahead.
Make sure whoever's in the chat, make sure you do subscribe to Our Parents' Basement.
Absolutely.
Put on a like.
Because we want free stuff. That's the only reason. But so if you got to stay on top of the new stuff, and I don't have that much time, so I'm gonna have to do it for fun. I'm not ever gonna be a big streamer, and I hate that because for a little while I was streaming when I got the NES Classic came out. That tells you how long ago, a year ago.
I saw
when that came out. I did a little bit of streaming of that, but it was fun. But
another thing, you have to be careful what you stream too because of
Nintendo.
Nintendo copyright claims, all that. I was doing I still do the retro streams, but I was doing some Konami stuff, and I was like, "Oh, you can't monetize this video because of Konami." So I just deleted the video, and it's like, forget it.
That's what since ours aren't monetized, nobody really bothers us. We haven't had. I've played a few. Well, I played it on my channel, and I haven't had anybody bother anything yet. So
I just have it automatically to monetize. So when I go live, it automatically monetizes. And I was like, "Oh man, I just got dinged by Konami." So I'll probably do the Castlevania stuff and Turtle stuff. I just probably won't monetize the videos because I really do love those games.
You need everybody needs some Turtles in time.
Yeah.
Or some, everybody needs a little bit of that in their life.
Because a lot of my following came from the retro community. So absolutely. I'm sure they might not even like the streaming stuff that I do, and they want more retro videos, and so I'm trying to appease them, but I still can't do our usual show that we did.
Let me ask you this, and this is just completely outside. Do you think like the retro community is still growing, or do you think it's pretty much gotten stagnant and starting to fall off? Or
I was getting the feeling it's getting stagnant right now.
That's kind of the vibe I've been getting, that everybody's moving towards. Even the people that have been big in the retro community kind of they dabble in more modern stuff.
Yeah.
Just to keep the audience, maybe they're getting bored with it. I don't know. But I guess there's only so much you can talk about over the last probably 5 years that YouTube's been big.
Right.
2012. There's only so much of retro games you can talk about without getting into new stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope the pricing goes down so it'll be a little bit easier to get the rest of the collection going.
Well, I will tell you that I have a theory on that, and we may touch on that in a minute. Well, we'll do it right now. All right. Expensive games are still going to be expensive.
Right.
Yeah. Hard to find games are still going to be hard to find. But games like Contra, Mario 3, Metroid, things that there's a bajillion of out there, but for some reason got expensive. Like Contra got to be like $50 at one time. And I don't know why.
That's nuts, yeah.
Well, it's back down to about $25, $30 now. So the interest is waning. There's not new people getting into it. So
right now they're going to release more NES classics next year.
Yeah,
so they're going to have a nice.
Did you get one?
I did not get one, though.
Oh well, I got lucky. I did. I actually found 2. I got my brother one too. It was at a different time. They store didn't let me buy 2 at once, but I bought one at GameStop and one at Walmart. But so I got lucky. But I love it. They're coming out with more of those because that was not meant for me. The NES Classic was not meant for me or you or maybe Charles because he doesn't have a whole lot of NES games. But it was meant for, like, in my opinion, meant for a dude that was like, hey, I remember those when I was a kid. And then they'll grab it with those 30 games on it. Those people couldn't get one.
I know.
Like I had guys that I work with like, yeah, if I find one, I'll go ahead and grab it. That's pretty cool because it was in it was in magazines and on the internet and everything leading up to it. And like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I saw it on MSN. I'm going to go ahead and get one of those. And then they were nowhere to be found. Nintendo left so much money on the table.
I know. Hopefully they learn from that and bring out a crap load more next year and screw the resellers.
Well, yeah, I hope they do. Resellers, okay, you're doing your thing. You got something and you're going to pass it on, whatever. But I'd love to see a lot of them get caught with their pants down because bots are unfair. People buying 50 of something with a bot just wasn't fair.
It was not fair, so, I know.
But I'm not going to whine about that. But it's good that more people don't have to search for something or are not going to put forth the effort to search for it. We get to enjoy those old games. That's great. And I'm hoping that the Super Nintendo is plentiful.
Yeah, I hope so too. I would just like to have it on my shelf. I got my order canceled.
Did you really?
I had one. I was like, no.
I finagled around and I had to pay shipping for one, but somebody that had a pre-order, they're giving it to me for the price of their pre-order, but I have to pay shipping once they pick it up. So I paid $10 extra.
I'm hoping I can just walk in and just grab one and be done.
I hope you can too. I hope you find one. It may not be the first day, but I hope everybody that wants one can get one because
and you know what?
Metroid needs to be played.
Yes, and you know what? You don't have to get it. You can get emulators. You can get ROMs free. You don't have to pay money.
Yeah, I completely advocate that. There's this giant box next to me has all the ROMs on it, all of them. But it's a cool little piece of plastic, and most people. Once again, this thing is built not for me, not for you, not for the tech savvy folks that can download emulators or will.
Exactly.
It's built for the dude that just kind of wants to play Mario World.
Casual, yep.
So make it available to those guys.
Right.
Maybe they can love it. So, anyways, we chased a rabbit on that one. Squirrel.
Where?
But all right, you've streamed several different games here lately. What other than Friday the 13th, what's your favorite one that you're kind of getting into because you're just now starting to dabble?
I recently did Dead by Daylight, and that has almost the same concept as Friday the 13th. You got 4 survivors and you have 1 killer. The point of that game is you survive together and you got to fix generators, and you do checkpoints. And you have to do so if you have 4 survivors. You have to fix 5 generators. Once you fix those generators, you go to the exit, open the door, and then you escape. Now you have to escape the killer, which could be Michael Myers. It could be Leatherface. It could be the Huntress. They have a lot of cool killers in the game.
So wait, hold on. Who's the Huntress?
Huntress it's a very tall woman with a rabbit-looking face and a cloak on the back, and who sings hums a really creepy song. Okay,
so it's not from a movie.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
It's just a made-up character.
That's fine. Creepy's fine.
Yeah, it is scary. The music is scary. I just got to get better at it because I've only played it twice, and it's been out since 2016.
Awesome.
So that's one.
That's on Steam, right?
Yep. I think it's on the consoles too.
Okay.
I've been a damn dirty Steam person for a while now. I've kind of flipped over to the dark side, and I've been telling these guys like, you need to get Steam because stuff's cheap.
Yep.
You can get Humble bundles and spend $8 and you get 47 games.
Exactly. So yeah.
I'm a big proponent of, even though it's not physical releases, just a game that I want to mess around with and play. Maybe not something like the Friday the 13th I bought on PS4 because I wanted the physical copy because I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But there's like all these little indie games that there's no other way you get to play, like Grave Chase.
Yeah, that's an indie game.
Yeah, you'll never get a physical copy of that. It's just not going to happen. So enjoy it, play it that way.
That's a tough game too. I finally made it to day 17 today. I beat one level.
It looked pretty cool. I watched the little red skeletons chasing you around, and I had to do work because I'm an adult. But but I checked in on you every now and then, saw you playing that. So it was cool. It looked like something I was into, and I went to check it out. I was gonna buy it this afternoon, but I was like, we got other stuff to do. And yesterday I downloaded the Disney Afternoon Collection. It was on sale on Humble Bundle. So
yeah, they come out with deals all the time. Like the Dead by Daylight is now $20, but it was $10 over the weekend, and all the DLCs was half off, and you could actually play for free. So if you download it on Friday, you could play it all weekend, and you could play for free.
Yeah, decide if you like it.
Yeah, and then they got the refund thing. If you want to, if you don't like it, I think after 30 days you can you just return it.
That's insane. That's just be able to, like, you play something, if you're not into it, just like, yeah, give me my money back. I guess that worked for what was the big interplanetary game that was supposed to be so big.
Destiny?
No, not Destiny. The one that flopped, that there were supposed to be dinosaurs and there wasn't.
I don't know what that one was.
It'll come to me. It came on PS4 and it's cheap now, and it was on Steam and everybody returned it and the price dropped immediately.
But I've been looking for games mostly to play with my friends that I made on Steam. Like we did golf with friends. So there's a lot of trash talking in that game. So it's just a putt-putt course.
There's one I played for a minute. It's like disco dodgeball or something like that. It was so ridiculous. It was like robots playing dodgeball and with flashing lights. It was weird.
And then we played Uno the other night. Uno was a lot of fun.
I watched part of that stream. Uno is a blast. That's a good one. I had it on Xbox Live back in the day, and I played a lot of it. I played a lot of it online, and people Xbox Live was cool until 12-year-olds got it. So
yeah, you get the squeakers every now and then. They come in the Friday the 13th game too, so luckily you can mute them.
Oh man, it's gonna drive me crazy until I figure out what the name of that game is.
It's fun playing on one of those 12-year-old kids start cursing you out.
No Man's Sky. It was No Man's Sky is what I'm thinking of.
No Man's Sky. Kristen said Dino D-Day.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I had to go back over and I had to find it. I was over it until she said that. Thank you, Kristen, for making that stir back up. But yeah, No Man's Sky was like a huge one for the Steam returns because it was not anything near what anybody promised. But I guess it helps keep the developers honest. You got it that way, if you don't put out a quality product, people are gonna be like, nah, bro, give me my money back.
Oh yeah, the F13 community was pretty vocal about stuff not working right. I see a lot on the Twitter feeds and the Facebook pages. So, but they really want to make a great game, and it is a great game, and I still love playing it. They're coming out with a Part 4 Jason and the Part 4 map.
What's the difference in the Part 4 Jason and the other ones?
Well, he's a little bit darker. He has
he's got
fingernails. Yeah, I mean he's a little bit different than the Part 3, but they got the Part 4 map. We got Tommy Jarvis's house when he was a kid. Corey Feldman, who played Tommy Jarvis in that movie. So another camp to play.
Cool.
And then they have a timeline. So by the end of the year, they should release 2 more Jasons and 2 more maps, which I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, would be a Part 5 and Part 10, Space Jason.
Oh, Space Jason's where it's at.
Yeah.
That was not a good movie.
No.
Not at all, but it's cool looking Jason.
Cool looking Jason, but not a good movie. And I think the maps, one's going to probably be like the ship, the Nebuchadnezzar from Part 8, and then possibly the spaceship in Part 10. So I think that would be cool to switch it up from the houses and stuff.
Which one was it they were on the cruise ship?
Part 8, Jason Takes
Part 8, okay. The only thing I remember from like any Friday the 13th movie, because I was terrified as a child, is when he reached in there and like grabbed the lava rock in the sauna and stuck it through a dude's chest.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
That's like the only thing I remember from any Friday the 13th movie.
started watching them since I was about 7 years old. I started getting into horror movies.
There's something wrong with you, sir.
Well, my mom introduced me to them, like the Halloweens and stuff. She just closed my eyes, but when the nude scenes came up.
I was never allowed to watch that stuff.
I can't do it. Somebody was asking me, like, are you going to go see It? I'm like, probably not, because I've never seen the original It. I just can't. I don't know. When I was a kid, they terrified me. When I got older, I was like, that's not really that fun. It's not good. It didn't tickle my fancy. I mean, I see how people could be into it, but I didn't dig it.
I love to get scared. A lot of stuff doesn't really scare me. The only thing that really scares me is mostly like anything has to do with the devil or like true story type stuff. That creeps me out.
The more real it is, the creepier it is.
Right.
Like Freddy didn't bother me, but like I don't know. Let me tell you what. The only movie that really ever just as a being grown or being a teenager or whatever was The Sixth Sense. Freaked me out. Like I went and saw it in the theater and slept with the light on. I'm not too brave to admit that.
Yeah, ghost movies. Yeah, those kind of scare me too.
Yeah, and I don't. That's like I said. I don't like being scared. I guess some people dig it, like they get the adrenaline rush out of it. I'm not into it. I like bright colors and superhero movies.
Yeah, I like
me.
I will say one thing, that clowns do not scare me, because again, I'm bigger than clowns.
I'll rape a clown.
I will beat the shnikes out of a clown.
I'll beat the honk out his nose.
We had Bozo. Come on.
I watched Bozo. He never scared me.
He was our like before going to school friend.
Yeah,
he was our neighbor.
And Cookie, the boogie was it Boogie? Was that his name?
Wizzo,
yeah.
The great Marshall Brodeen. Yeah, the Wizzo the magician. Yeah, those are the clowns we grew up with watching every morning before we go to school.
Yeah, clowns don't scare me.
That's what I don't know. Everybody always said that like I couldn't take a shower after I watched It. And of course, I've never seen It. I wouldn't know. I'm okay. That's okay. Way to go, pal. And then like people say they're freaked out by clowns. I don't know how you could be scared of a clown, but
it was a good movie. The original one, I think it was 4 hours long in 2 parts, and it
was a miniseries.
Yeah, I think the new one is the same thing too. It's going to have another part to it, from what I heard.
Yeah, because I keep talking about who's going to be the adults in the new one.
So Tim Curry plays the clown in the original It. So if you remember Tim Curry, he was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was the butler in Home Alone 2, or the manager.
He was in Clue.
Yeah, Clue.
Can you forget Clue?
Legend. He was a demon, or the devil.
He was a linguist in Little Caesar.
Yeah, I mean he's played in a lot of movies.
No, the Sylvester Stallone movie?
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I was thinking about.
You have a dangling participle.
Oh, thanks, Doc.
That's a good movie, dude. I hadn't seen that in a long time.
It's not. It's a bad movie, but it's a good.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But you just have to watch it just for the Tim Curry's, acting as that clown. He did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I can see how he would do a good job, but it's just, I don't know, just not my cup of tea. So,
well, when you compare him to like the Home Alone 2 and then to the It clown, it's like man, that is a wide range of acting.
Oh yeah.
But they say the new It is a lot better than the original, so I'm kind of excited to see it.
That's what everybody that I heard. The Not So Southern Gentleman is a podcast I listen to. It's some guys that are actually from Arkansas, and one of them's a big movie guy, and he went and saw it, and he's like, "This is like one of the best things I've ever seen." You know, the pacing is perfect. The thrills are it keeps you just progressively scared. You know, it gets a little bit more scary all the time, and just ramping up to the end. I was like, all right, cool. You kind of talked me into going and seeing it. Then I came to my senses and went, no, that's not for you, bro. You'd be sleeping with the light on. 40-year-old man with the light on.
Yeah, I can wait to see it.
I just laugh at scary movies. They're so ridiculous, these horror movies. I'm like, why are you going in there?
Well,
you know what's going to happen if you go in there.
When I was in college, I dated a girl she was into scary movies, for a minute, or I dated her for a minute, and like we watched The Ring, and we watched the what's some of those other ones that came out about the same time.
Grudge.
The Grudge. That's the other one I'm thinking of. And I'm like, it's just kind of dumb. It doesn't do anything for me. So
jump scares get me. Like it's coming, but then it happens, and you're like, oh.
See, I kind of like those, like Jurassic Park or something, or maybe not maybe a monster movie or something like that where they scare you. I can definitely get behind that. I can get the jump scares are cool. Oh, you got me. But I don't know, the spooky stuff just doesn't work for me. Like I guess The Walking Dead does that a lot with zombies and stuff. If y'all watch that, they're bad.
I love The Walking Dead.
I did for most until last season. Last season was bad, but
last season, you like last season? I love it. I just love the whole season altogether. I
fell off.
Over.
I fell off. I was calling for the cancel it last season. I'm like, man, a spoiler alert. I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead. When Rick started bowing down, and he was just like a whip pup. I'm like, man, this is bad. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, bro. So let's take the bat to him.
He's doing it to save the rest of his group.
I know why he was doing it, but he needed at least have a plan. He wasn't even faking. He was just like, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just don't hit me,
because he just killed his best friend, Glenn, and Abraham. I mean, that's a lot of, she's going through a lot of shit.
Glenn needed to die. He'd run his course.
I miss Glenn.
I liked Glenn for the first, so we're on season 7, so 6, so the first 5 seasons. And when he found out Maggie was pregnant? I know it was after he got married in the prison. He just went downhill. He turned into just a Sally. Like season 1, Glenn was like the pizza delivery dude that was running under. He was like grabbing stuff and he'd take off running. And he was doing cool stuff. Once he got it with Maggie and he turned into a lady. He's just like,
because he got killed. All the way back to the very first episode. I mean, that first episode was epic.
Yeah, it was. Have you ever, when they redid it in black and white, did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I did. Because I had all the Blu-rays.
Excellent. When they re-released the first season or remastered it or whatever you would call it in black and white, because the comic books are in black and white, or the graphic novels for all the adults listening. It was excellent. It was absolutely excellent. And there was a lot of the frames or panes or what do you call them in comics? Scenes, whatever. It captured them perfectly in the TV show. And I mean, I loved it. I loved the first season. I loved the second season. It got kind of slow when they were at the farm. Third season was at the prison. Anyways, the last season, I'm like, y'all, we got like 2 left. You got 2 seasons. Let's wrap it up. We're gonna have All Out War this year.
I want to know how the zombie outbreak happened.
Didn't they do that in the offshoot to like Fear the Walking Dead? That was like the start of it.
They showed more of it happening, like when it first started and people panicking and the army coming in and stuff like that. The stuff that happened while Rick was asleep. But the Fear the Walking Dead didn't really cover how it happened. Nobody's really told how it happened. There's people that think that it was Breaking Bad's blue meth that started it all. Because apparently, Merle, when that Rowdy Burns, I can't remember the actor's name, but he's Rowdy Burns in Days of Thunder. Yeah. He had some dope in his saddlebag of his motorcycle, and it was the blue meth from Breaking Bad. So
yeah, there's some theories on it.
So it was actually the blue meth from Breaking Bad. So the shows are sort of interconnected, or is it just?
Well, they showed a blue substance in a bag it looked just like the blue meth from Breaking Bad. So there's like all those fan theories, like, oh, that's what caused it. Oh, they're in the same whatever and
same universe.
And the governor is actually Heisenberg.
So it's like going like, oh, this is what's in the Tommy Westphal universe. This show.
Right.
I will say one thing that Rick was supposed to be with, not Michonne, but Andrea. They were supposed to get together.
Have you read the comics?
I know about the comics. I read a little bit of it, but I do know that because not a lot of people liked Andrea, they killed her off and kind of did the story a little bit different. And I think Carol, she died originally in the comics in the beginning, but they turned her into a badass.
Well, and Daryl's not even in it.
Right. Yeah, the Merle brothers weren't even in it. But I could watch one show for the rest of my life. It'd be that show.
Are you serious?
I love it.
All right.
It gets me thinking, because what would I do if this happened in our world, what would I do?
I'll tell you what you would do. You would hop in your car, bring them boys, bring your wife, and come down to Arkansas because we don't have near as many people. That's your first step. And then me and you just follow me and I'll take you to the promised land. Pick up Charles and Jenny on the way.
I think I want a sword.
Do what?
I want a sword.
Okay, you can have a sword. That's fine.
Chop walkers' heads off.
Hey, we've got ammunition down here. We have looser gun control, so everybody's got guns. There's not going to be a whole lot of zombies floating around because we have more guns than people. So come to Arkansas. We're good. We have it's the natural state for a reason.
That's where I'll come if that ever happened.
There you go. We've got all kinds of fresh water here. We got Country Boy Can't Survive. You ever heard that song? You know, we can skin a buck. We can run a trot line. That's us. Mm-hmm. We can do that.
You'd be like the Daryl of The Walking Dead.
I would be, except for not as good looking and cleaner. I'd be less crazy and less attractive.
Yeah, Daryl. Oh, go ahead.
I say, hopefully, all this happens before after I get my chemistry degree, so I can, make bombs and shit.
That's fine. You can.
And then we need a doctor too. We need somebody who can be a doctor.
I do need a doctor. I don't know. I know some nurses. That would help.
I've got EMT training. I could put a bandage on you.
See, there we go.
I was a nurse, a retired nurse.
Bring her. We'll start our own community.
There we go.
Yeah, but Walking Dead is something I could watch forever.
All right. I like the music. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule you for another. We're gonna do this, and you're gonna do a walk. We've done like our favorite TV shows. Like Charles did a long show about Doctor Who. We did a whole Doctor Who. Then none of the rest of us knew anything about it. Neither one of these two knuckleheads had ever watched Game of Thrones, and I don't know if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, but I'm a huge fan, and it is.
No, I haven't watched it.
No, it's a scientific fact. It's the best show in the history of television.
That's what I hear. I watched the first 2 episodes. I just, for some reason, I couldn't get into it.
It's got boobs, blades, and blood.
There we go.
That's Game of Thrones, right?
I like a good story too. So I mean, if the story's good,
it's excellent. It's got a lot of political intrigue.
Maybe that's why I stay away from it. It's politics. I stay away from politics.
Well, it started off politics, and then dragons set people on fire by the end of it. So spoiler alert. So. Yeah, we need to come or have you back sometime. We need to do a whole Walking Dead show before. We may even do it before the season starts. So maybe in the next month.
Yeah, because it's Halloween season.
Yeah, look at there. We're just doing. We can do. Well, I don't do slasher movies, so I really can't do that. And I really, just to be honest with you, don't want this to be your podcast, and I don't want the reason to take over. So.
Yeah, but the first episode. Season 8 is the first or second week of October. So maybe we can talk about that episode or something.
There we go. Come back and talk about some Walking Dead. That would be excellent because I am a fan. I kind of, like I said, did call for their head, ready to kill everybody off after last season because last season was so slow and so bad, and the junkyard people, and I don't know, it was kind of silly. But we're gonna have some all-out war with tigers and swords, and Morgan's got a stick.
Yes,
I'm ready.
I want Negan to be caught though,
dude. You need to. Have you? Okay, you said you kind of were aware of the comics. You need to see what they did to the governor when they caught him. It's everybody listening. Get on your little Google machine and Google Governor Walking Dead comic or Governor. I don't know. Anyways, it'll show you a picture of him. Apparently, I think he's a Latino type gentleman, or some kind of. I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive to anybody, but I think he's either like Mexican, Puerto Rican, something like that.
There's a lot of difference between the comics and the show. Like the governor, killed Lori and the baby in the comics, so the Judith's not even in the picture.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm okay with that. I think, honestly, what's the baby's name? I can't even think of her name. Judith needs to go. Judith is she's a zombie alarm. They use, and I'm not even talking about the character because whatever, but they use a baby to create artificial tension because you can't keep a baby quiet.
Right.
They're like, oh, keep the baby quiet because we don't want the walkers to hear, or we don't want the bad guys to hear. And every time, I mean, they've used that too many times. So it's time to get some emotion and somebody to grab the baby by the heels and warp her against a tree.
But she's not a baby anymore. I think she's like a toddler or almost like 5 years old right now. I think she's a lot bigger.
Okay, now that's getting to that area where you can actually maybe kill them. Because, like, TV, they don't like to kill infants on screen. It's like
they don't want,
but they're 5. I
mean, they killed Sophia.
Yeah, they did. They had no problem with that. Of course, they didn't kill her on screen.
Right.
Well, they killed the zombie Sophia on screen. Spoiler alert. But
if you haven't seen it, sorry.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen it by now, I'm not sorry because
it's a tearjerker though.
It's like 5 years since that happened.
It's still sad.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, it was sad because they spent so long looking for her, and to come to find out she was in the barn the whole time. Man,
I mean, Andrew Lincoln he plays that character so well. When he gets that look in his eye, like you can just feel his sadness and his anger.
Oh yeah,
when they do those close-ups.
The kid that plays Coral, the kid that plays him, they do excellent, man. And of course, Daryl broods a little bit too much for me, but whatever.
Yeah, that's the girl fans. They like Daryl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the brooding sexy dude. Of course, they're gonna like him.
It's like my best friend, our old roommate. She was always watching Walking Dead, and
it is a good show, and I can see how people would like it. I like it. A lot of the people that I work with Monday mornings, you have to watch it on Sunday at my office because everybody's going to talk about it, and there's no escaping it.
Yep, same here.
I'm fine with that. I think it's a cool, and this is a whole different topic, but we're going to get into it anyways. It's a cool dynamic when you get a whole community behind a TV show. When you get a whole bunch of people that want to talk about something that, that happened last night. Can you believe that happened? Right when you get to work, everybody's having their cup of coffee and getting ready, starting the day. But first, we got to get the Walking Dead talk out of the way. That's cool. That's fun.
Did you see Herschel's head coming back saying, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm not a zombie. I'm not a walker. Here, you got a boy bag. Stick me in there."
I saw them at a Comic-Con in our Comic-Con episode. You kind of could see them with my spy glasses, but because you're not supposed to record in that area.
Oh, really?
But I got a picture of Merle, walking by, and I saw Cassandra Peterson plays Elvira, and then sitting next to her was Herschel, so I got to see Herschel.
That's cool.
So he's alive.
His head is not on a sword.
No.
Man, I'm just spoiling the piss out of this show. If you haven't seen it, man, I'm telling you how everybody dies. There's a kid in a barn. There's a dude's head on a sword.
Well, Robert Kirkman, the creator, said everybody eventually dies, even Rick. So,
all right, here's I've got two possible endings to The Walking Dead, and this is not a spoiler because I don't really know. One, I either want it to be like society has kind of flourished, and Carl's telling the story.
Right, that was one of my theories.
That's a cool one. All right, and then there's the other cool one that I have my theory that this is just happening in the United States or in the Americas where they could actually walk, and like Europe's watching it on TV.
That'd be interesting.
That's an original one. I actually came up with that one.
I'd actually be okay with him waking up from the coma and then
the whole thing was a dream.
Shane,
No.
yeah, I'd be okay with it.
No, he didn't. No, somebody killed JR.
And then you could do a story off of that too if he woke up and like, you slept with Lori. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
And he's just lost. He wakes up and he's lost his mind.
It's like, I know you. You're Herschel. It's like, yeah. How do I know you? Do you know me? Just like come across these people. Like, I mean, that'd be cool.
Here's my theory.
So hot.
My theory: some autistic kids looking at it in a snow globe.
That's already been done.
A little Final Destination. It was all premonition.
That and like if he came out of it and he's convinced everything happened and he's a crazy person and maybe goes on a killing spree. Yeah. Or, how about he's delusional the whole time? Like Rick is actually he's walking through every time he's killing a zombie, he's killing a person.
Yeah.
But he was out of his mind after he got shot up. And man, we're just on fire here.
Oh,
all kinds of Walking Dead theories. And then Jon Snow shows up riding a dragon and crossing the universes. So, anyways, guys.
Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's another theory. Planet Nibiru comes in and takes out Earth.
Hey, there you go.
That's how everyone dies.
Like Saturday? Did you know the world's supposed to end Saturday? Have y'all heard?
I read something about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
the planet's gonna sneak up on us and hit us. A rogue planet.
Yeah.
Which is astronomically impossible. We'd have seen it for months already.
Yeah,
coming at us.
Something how's it going to sneak up on us?
It's like, hello, I'm a planet.
Somebody was doing some numbers and about the Bible.
Yeah, well, was it Revelations 12 or something like that? It talks about a woman with the moon about her head and washed in something in the sun or something like that. And so, but like Jupiter's going to line up with the constellation Virgo, which apparently happens every year around the fall or autumn equinox or whatever it is.
Autumnal equinox.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
if this is our last show, I've really enjoyed doing it with you, Charles.
Yes.
I love being a guest.
Yeah. So if this is our last show and this is what we leave, this is the last thing that people see from Our Parents' Basement. It was
maybe
fun.
that's why Philip's sick. Maybe like Nashville got taken out already.
That's why Philip's not here.
It could be it might be a start of a war too, because Kim Jong-un has been kind of being a pain in the butt.
He's too smart. He just likes to talk.
If he's just popping off and like something happens, like he's not going to launch anything at Guam. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, he's too smart to know if he does anything, he's going to get fucked.
Yeah,
he just likes to talk. He wants the U.S. to make the first move.
I don't know if he's trying to goad somebody into it. I don't know how he thinks he's going to accomplish anything, but whatever.
Yeah. But anyway. But we're not. The world's not going to end on Saturday.
No,
but
it's not going to.
The Cubs got to get the clinch. So they've got to get to the playoffs and defend the World Series title. So the world's not going to end on Saturday.
For all of our sake, I hope you're right.
I was going to show some retro stuff that I did pick up recently from the video game summit that's up here in near Chicago.
How about that Arkanoid box behind you? I do have my my eyeball on that.
Oh yeah,
that is impressive.
Yeah, I got that a while ago. I think it was before we even started doing the YouTube thing.
Yeah, I've seen it several times. It was down in your basement before, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got the controller with it too.
Yeah, I searched for the controller for years.
It is complete.
And I didn't find it until I think last year, maybe 2 years ago. But that was the first one I ever saw, and it's in my closet now. But
wait 1 second, I gotta grab it.
You grab away, sir. Grab away.
Good toys.
Go on and grab again and grab away.
Have you found any? Do you still look for toys?
Oh yeah.
Found anything good
Lots
lately?
of toys. Yes, it's actually at that convention because it was a video game convention, not a toy convention, so they didn't know kind of what they had. So it was in a bin under a table for, I want to say it was 4 for $12.
Oh no! Here we go.
So I'm going through this and I'm looking towards. It's like, oh, I know this is worth something. So it's the King Kong.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I got him. I found some He-Man characters, Orko.
Oh, I've been on the lookout for one of those. Does it have the little pulley thing?
It doesn't have the pulley thing, but it has a hat, and that's half the battle right there because the hat's always missing. We got Moss Man.
Oh yeah.
We got I forgot his name, but another He-Man character. He had his little chest plate.
Yeah, it was the Spider Dude. No, it's not the Spider Dude. What's that guy's name?
I've got that dude.
Toy Tony told me the name, and I already forgot. We got from the Sorceress, the Eagle.
Nice. That came with Point Dread, didn't it?
I think it was by itself, I thought.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then what I was excited about, and that too many people know, is an humanoid figure. I think it's Grandok.
You got several of those in the humanoids, don't you?
Yeah, I got the big 14-inch figures, the Tendril, Metlar, and Decompose. I got all 3 of them. But I saw that, and I'd never seen a humanoid in the wild before.
Nice.
And
That's
I have
stuff like that still out there to find.
I have a gremlin that I found. Here he is. A striped gremlin.
Web Store is that guy's name.
1984.
Oh, nice. Like an OG gremlin.
Yeah, original gremlin. I got all these toys for $20.
That spider-looking guy that you had, Web Store.
Web Store. That's the name.
I had him when I was little. And I will tell you, up until I had all the original run of He-Man guys. When I was a kid. I had an aunt that spoiled me, so every time I went to her house, I got a new He-Man guy. So I had, until they just got absolutely ridiculous. I had all the vehicles, all the guys. It's an impressive collection, but some of them are at my mom, some of them were given to my cousin, some just disappeared over the course of time. Anyways, this guy had a grappling hook with a string on it that he could go up and down, and that string got tangled around everything. That's the only thing I remember about that guy.
Something my friend just got me at a little flea market for free. Little Edison cylinder case.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
1905.
I haven't bought anything in a long time, so.
So do you guys know who Gary Boyd is?
I know who he is.
Yeah, he's in the retro gaming community. He actually lives probably like an hour away from me, but he does a lot of garage selling, and he was there at the video game summit, and I bought some stuff off of him. I did get a complete in box NES action set, just the box and styrofoam off of him, and it's a very neat box, no rips in it or anything. It's beautiful shape. I got that. I can't show it because it's buried right now in some stuff. But he also gave me this as a gift. It's all the Hot Wheels car.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I think that was a giveaway or something, right? Johnny Lightning?
I have no idea.
Nintendo 64 little promo thingy.
Yeah. But very rare, because he had a double of it, and he gave it to me. I was like, that's awesome. And here's some of the pretty stuff I got. Little Donkey Kong Country. Complete, no cracks. It was had all the paperwork in it. Very, very, very clean box. Super Mario Brothers 2. I got that from Joseph Ross. I think you've seen him at the shows before. At Retropalooza. He has all the rare games right now. And then Paperboy. Complete the box.
Nice.
Very clean.
Very nice.
Also from Gary, he gave me, last thing.
No, that's fine.
The RoboCop versus Terminator.
Oh, I was going to show me the box.
Oh, yeah, I have the box.
Oh, excellent.
Now
it's a very cool box.
It's nice. The coolest box, and it's actually way more. The box is very expensive.
Yeah, I had the box. I just didn't have the game.
I bought it years ago in a pawn shop, box and manual and the whole thing, and then in the last few years, it shot up in price because it was just cool, I guess.
James has joined the chat room.
What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up? I wonder for those old NES games coming about, if you could find the original Toys R Us price cards. You remember that? You took the little price card out from Toys R Us and had to take it to the desk and pay for it.
I remember that.
I've seen just about everything that's been related to retro gaming. Signs and everything. But I've never seen anybody with those.
Yeah, those would be. If you could find those would probably be. I don't think they kept them. I think they trashed them.
I'm sure they did. Because whenever you bought one, you took it to the register, they just threw it away.
But they probably just took it back and it got used so many times it just got worn out.
I still remember going to Toys R Us and getting Super Mario Brothers because I was a spoiled brat, and at my birthday party, my parents got me Mario Brothers, the original classic.
Oh, no.
And I asked for Super Mario Brothers, not Mario Brothers. What is this?
Oh, you brat.
I love it today, though. I mean, I played the game, and I got to play my dad with it, so it was a fun game. But, I took all my birthday money, and we went to Toys R Us, and I got Super Mario Brothers. And I remember that being $49.99. It's like, damn, that's expensive.
It is expensive.
God, I miss the old layout of Toys R Us.
I think the earliest game I remember, the actual memory of buying a game, I remember getting my Nintendo, but I got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I went to Walmart and they had them behind a counter. They didn't even have them in a case yet. And I went back there and I said, "Hey, do you have Punch Out?" Because I'd recently gotten the Nintendo Fun Club with Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You remember that? It's before Nintendo Power. You could join the fan club and they'd send you.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I'd gotten that. And I'm like, man. So I went to Walmart and said, well, we have one copy and somebody's supposed to come get it. But if he's not here, blah, 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 you can come back and get it. So my mom we went around and got whatever we needed at Walmart. My cousin was with me. She got some other game. I don't know what she got. But anyways, came back around and the guy hadn't come pick it up. So I want to say it was like $30, like $29.99, I think. And I got Mike Tyson's Punch Out from Walmart in Forest City, Arkansas.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a really cool memory.
I remember getting Bases Loaded at Toys R Us. That's one game I remember purchasing.
Bases Loaded is a fun game. I like the music too. RBI Baseball has the same music too. Dun, 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 dun.
It's like a sing along.
I know.
It's an NES sing along.
Home run.
8-bit karaoke.
It was a talking game too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Play ball. Out.
Strike.
You say talking about any NES game and everybody remembers Double Dribble.
Double Dribble.
Was Rubber Dribble. That's what everybody remembers. Like, oh, it talks. And of course, it's on their minds. And then you go back and play Double Dribble now, and it is god awful.
Yeah,
it's a terrible game. But the Chicago Oxen are there, so there's that.
The
Chicago Oxen.
James is pointing out your little Mac on the wall. That's pretty
Yeah.
neat. I need to get me some wall art like that in the back on my wall.
I've got a whole box of perler art that I ended up with years ago. I say years ago, it's probably been 5 years ago. And it's out in my garage. I've got a Spider-Man that, I'm not kidding you, is 1.5 feet tall. I just don't have anywhere to put it.
And I've got the most boring background behind me.
It's the back of my apartment.
Yeah.
A microwave.
Coffee.
We got a Star Trek poster.
There's a lot to look at back there.
I've got an old style neon light. Because of course I'm from Chicago. I gotta have an old style neon light.
And I'll see with this streaming, hopefully I can gather up enough money to buy a new desk, and I can actually turn at an angle here. Then you can really see the Nintendo stuff behind me.
Yeah, that is one thing I'd like to do. I thought about switching my room around so I could, but I've got in front of me is the TV, so I kind of got to sit at my desk and see everybody. I'd like to put all my games behind me, and you could see the NES cabinet and the Super Nintendo cabinet, or the box of games, or something cool. Instead, you get little Mac in a closet.
Sometimes the bottom of my wart makes an appearance.
You gotta
always
get
at the ready.
You gotta get a shelf and get your NES games up there.
I've got them. I do. Oh, Charles or me?
You.
I've got a cabinet, like a store display cabinet with all my NES games in it, like the locking glass doors. Just that.
Oh, there you go. So you gotta sit right in front of that.
I need to, but there's a glare.
Oh.
I gotta finish college.
Didn't fit in here right.
I gotta finish college, get my own place again, and then I can make a wall of video games.
Brian Baker says his first system is a Sega Genesis.
Nice. Oh, you're a Sega guy.
This Sega guy.
I like Sega. I like Sega.
Well, there's a whole nother conversation there.
Yeah.
I know that Turf and I, we were Nintendo kids growing up.
Absolutely.
My cousins had Sega, so they played Nintendo at my house, and then I play Sega at their house.
Yeah, that was the way it was. I had an NES. I was the Nintendo kid, and like I had a friend that lived 2 doors down, and he had a Sega Master System. So I got my exposure to that. Like nobody else knew what a Sega Master System was, and here we were. That was the other system that I'd played. So
yeah,
I even got exposed to a TurboGrafx 16.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've owned a TurboGrafx 16 for 2 years, and I've never played it.
Yeah, I played Bonk's Adventure. I think he had a basketball game too. But I got to play it. I was like, oh, what's this game?
Bonk is awesome.
Yeah, I love Bonks.
I've just never I don't have any games for it, so I'm hoping it works.
It is hard to find cheap games that are good for the TurboGrafx 16.
Garage sale.
Yeah, garage sale. Yeah.
On what planet?
That's how I got mine. I got it for $45. And I got Keith Courage thrown in there. Because I said, I don't have a game to play it, so can I have that Keith Courage?
It's like 6-7 years ago. I bought Kadash for like $10. I'm looking now; it's going for like $100 now.
Oh well.
It's,
The Bonks and Bonks Adventure or Revenge have gone up in price too for TurboGrafx.
And that's one of the most popular games was Bonk's Adventure.
Mhm.
It wasn't a pack. Keith Courage was a pack in. Did Bonk ever? Was it ever a pack in?
No, it was never pack in. It was Keith
But it was-
Courage.
Also, one of the the most popular games for it. It was kind of the mascot of Hudson. So
Yeah, when you think of Bonks, I think of TurboGrafx 16. So
when I think of Bonks, I think of NES, sir.
yeah.
well, I do have it.
Trucking S. Yeah, you do. You bought it for like $16 or something like that.
Yep. When it was a $300 game, now it's a $550 game.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But yeah, I gotta get more TurboGrafx 16 stuff. But
So Ryan says his first handheld was a Nintendo Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red.
I think my first handheld was a Tiger Electronics baseball.
Actually, I think I had one of those.
Does that even count as a handheld?
It's a game
It's
you
in
put
your
in your hand.
Yeah, it's a handheld. It was a lot of fun too.
I like Travel Battleship or something, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I had Game Boy too. I had Tetris and Metroid 2, Super Mario Land.
Yeah, I was a Game Boy kid. I had several Game Boy games. I actually have my original Game Boy, and it still works. Oddly enough,
And they keep on going. They're tough.
Yeah,
built to last.
I have 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, I've got my Game Gear collection, which I'm still working on trying to get the complete collection, but I've taken a pause on that now that I'm paying tuition this semester. But
Oh, I did want to say, Turf, that I was talking to Ryder, hoping he'd stop by the podcast, but he said he sends his love to you guys.
That's good, man. He stops in every now and then. Hey, a lot of times he works nights, and he'll swing in for a second, like, "Hey, I'm working. Just want to say what's up."
Yeah.
So it's always awesome to hear from him. Hopefully he'll come out to Retropalooza and I'll get to see him.
I'm pretty sure he is.
2 weeks. So
yeah, I'm gonna miss him and Laura, and they just recently had a baby, so it sucks not being able to see him.
so it's 2 weeks away.
I can't believe it, man. It's that time of year again.
I
So
know.
Charles, I hate that you're not going to make it. I hate that you're not going to make it, Eric.
I wish I could make it, but
life, dude. We can go next year or the next or whatever else.
yeah. And next fall is going to be my last semester at the community college level, so that section will be done.
Tell you what's bad is the list of people that's made it to every Retropalooza gets smaller and smaller every year. We knocked 2 more off the list this year that won't be there. So, because y'all been to every one, haven't you, Eric?
Yeah, we've been there since the start.
Yeah, y'all were there for the first one. I was there for the first one. I think it's like Eric and Alpha and, of course, Billy and Jay and Norm. Yeah, Norm was there the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I've been seeing is Cheetah Man creator Greg Pavich.
He only come the first? He only came the first year, didn't he?
He came the first year. He came the second year.
Oh, he did?
I haven't seen him since. I
know.
I think they're on vacation right now. I don't have a Switch right now.
You need one. Everybody needs a Switch.
I'll probably get one when more games come out.
Dude, you don't need more games. You need the Zelders. You need the Splatoon.
Bomberman.
Get on Wii U.
Okay, you get Splatoon 2.
It's on Wii U. Oh wait,
Splatoon
Part
2 is
2.
not.
Part 2 is not. Yeah.
It's an actual sequel. You need to get ARMS. Believe it or not, ARMS is a lot of fun.
I'm ready. Yeah, I was looking at ARMS. What was those fun ones coming out? I'm like, you guys are like, oh, that looks dumb, but
I thought it was going to be like a tech
game.
demo when they first showed it off, but I bought the game because I'm kind of a Nintendo fool, and it was really good. I bought a game called what's that thing called? Has Been Heroes. That's pretty fun. It's different, and you die a lot, but it's fun. And then I'm looking, of course, Mario Odyssey. I'm probably going to get Pokken Tournament because I didn't get it for Wii U. So
Sorry, my boy was talking to me.
it's no problem. Tell Scotty we said what's up.
I really want to get the Switch.
It'll be worth it. Yeah, Mario Odyssey is going to be the system seller. It looks excellent. So,
and the Switch isn't that big.
no,
so Jenny can't yell at me. It takes up too much space. It doesn't take up any space.
Did you get my brother brought the day it came out? We were going to we went to Louisville. Did you get to play his?
I did not. I did not get to play it.
I want a bundle pack. I don't want to buy just the Switch. I want to come with a game like a Mario Kart Deluxe or something, or be a special edition.
Splatoon 2's out right now.
Splatoon 2.
Yep,
or have it be a special edition where it has cool color on it or something.
It has a green and pink Joy-Con, I think.
Yeah, I need something more than that.
It's still $300 for it for just basic.
And you need some kind of like they did with the 3DS. You had the Majora's Mask version, the Monster Hunter version, something with a cool design on it.
Yeah, well, I mean the Joy-Cons are like a third of the controller. Well, they'd be like half the controller, I guess, or maybe like a third of the controller and they're a different color.
Or a skin to put on there or something. Something.
Doom is I'm just looking at some quick things though. Doom looks like it's a pretty good game so far. I don't know.
So like the Xbox One, I got the Gears of War Special Edition. So when you turn it on, it plays a cool tune, and it's all blood red and got scratches in it. Now that's something I want for a Switch and even the PS4.
I'll tell you what, I did do this, and I would do it 100 times over. I bought I think it was $400 for the Star Wars Xbox when it first came out.
Yeah, that was pretty cool looking.
It makes R2-D2 sounds I couldn't keep from it. It was amazing. It beeps every time.
Brian, I just paid off my Xbox One, so I think Mo would not let me get a Switch probably this year.
Do it. Do it. Don't even ask.
It'll probably be next year.
She doesn't have to know.
What Mama don't know.
You could hide it.
Yeah, she knows.
She balances the checkbook.
We do the budget together, so
you can say I bought this for you because I love you.
Hey, we're almost debt free. We got a car payment and a house payment. That's it.
That's all that matters, man. It's the way to do things.
What are you saying, Jen?
Except I can hear you.
All right. Well, guys, we've gone overtime. We've done like an hour and something. Hour and 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have to put a kibosh on this, but like I tell Eric every time, man, you're always welcome to come on. Anytime you just want to stop by, we enjoy hanging out and chatting with you. It's always fun.
Yeah, I love being on. Thanks for having me.
And if you ever want to
go ahead.
If you ever want to schedule like a trip for all of us to go to the Ghost, Jen and I.
Ghost.
All right.
Check it out.
Yeah, I still have not been there yet. I need to get there.
It'll be fun.
All right. Eric, where can everybody find you in all your streaming glory?
You can find me at Midwest Retro Gamers, and we are rebranding. We're just MRG. We probably still under Midwest Retro Gamers, though, but that's our channel. Probably I'm gonna be streaming right after this podcast, and if you want to come watch them Friday the 13th, see if we'll get some bikinis on the girls and Hawaiian shirt on Let's Choppa.
That's how we party. Hawaiian shirts and skimpy bathing suits.
Yep. All
right, and they can find you at Midwest Retro Gamers on Twitter.
Actually, it's I just recently changed it. It is MRG Retro Eric.
All right.
And then the Midwest Retro Gamers on Facebook.
All right, man. We will definitely, anybody listen to this, y'all check him out. He puts out great content, especially with all the streams. If you want to see some games and check them out, it is excellent. Now, if you want to catch any more of this, you can look right over there, and we've got plenty more. We got 73 different episodes of Our Parents' Basement. You can check us out, all the video goodness right there on the YouTubes. We have cool guests like Eric, and last year we had a different Eric. Maybe next week we can find another Eric. I don't know. I knew when the
Eric's
kid
cool.
The kid two-door down that had the Master System I was talking about earlier, his name was Eric, and I'll see if he wants to join us sometime.
There you go.
A month of Eric.
We'll call it Septemberic.
But hey, guys, in the chat, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
That's right.
Yes.
And if you don't want to check us out on the YouTubes, which I can totally understand, even though I'm a handsome gentleman and I've got an excellent beard going right now, check us out. The audio-only version of this podcast is on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and anywhere else you can download a podcast. So be sure to check out the Our Parents' Basement podcast. You can find us on Twitter at OPB Podcast, Facebook.com/OPB Podcast. Instagram is at OPB Podcast. So hit us up any of those places. Follow us so you don't miss any of these new shows. And thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. So on behalf of Philip, since he's not here, on Charles, you got anything to add?
Thank you all for listening, watching us, and keep on listening, watching, for more exciting episodes to come.
All right, guys. Eric, thanks again for joining us. I'm going to say it right now. Arriva, dare you, baby.